This is what I say. I do it for hoodlums who can't take it. Little Muslim girls getting peer pressure from their friends that dress half naked. They big brother in the mosque praying, hoping to heaven Allah keeps them safe from the AKs spraying. The game is outrageous with the game to get away with. All in the name of saying it's entertainment.
I'm doing what everybody wanna do, because a lot of industry niggas can't tell the truth. And all the young niggas in the street don't understand why they can't get their CD played, why they can't get their album played, why the same niggas is on top, why they won't let new niggas in. I'm exposing why new young rap niggas can't get up there. I'm exposing why the game's fucked up. All you old niggas, stop all these fucking problems. The industry's the fucking Matrix, my nigga. It's the Matrix.
What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
We're in a war zone, and I'm ready. Been a soldier since my mama pushed my stroller, man. I'm focused and I'm driven. My ambition is the chauffeur, showing you what I go through inside of my book of poems. There's every human emotion like an episode of Oprah. I know my soul is chosen to guide us through all the bogus images. A magician to be using that hocus pocus, cause they don't want you to know what reality truly is. TV and magazines lie about what beauty is. We got pretty mommies who wanna be a top model, and dudes who wanna fuck in the club when they pop bottles. So chicks starve themselves cause they ain't thin. Niggas wanna rob a rapper cause they ain't him.
Just gonna make sure you produce. Buy shit you don't need. Come on, diamonds and fucking flowers. At least black people knew when they were slaves. You remain clueless.
God damn it, an entire generation pumping gas, waiting tables, slaves with white collars. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no great war, no great depression. Our great war is a spiritual war. Our great depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. We're very, very pissed off. Yeah.
Became very interested in this. They wanted to understand what exactly was taking place, and they began to study this a lot. They found certain patterns in terms of brainwashing people. One of them was repetition, to constantly repeat over and over again. And this is something that the corporate world has taken up. The idea of jingles in advertisements and these things, this continual repetitive nature of advertising, literally getting people to constantly be reminded through jingles, oftentimes using rhyme jingles and these type of things. Also certain images. There have been studies that have been done in terms of the neurological effects.
In order to defeat your enemy, you must know how to make him vulnerable. First we erode Mr. Tyler's will, then we program him to act complete. Now then, what does he like? Who does he love?
Now Hollywood plays a very important role in this, and we can see the marriage between the political and the media aspects, especially in the United States. The politicians and the media people are very much entrenched in each other's business. Hollywood itself is a word. The word is interesting because it's a word that comes from a pagan. Hollywood is the holy wood, and it was the wood that the magical wands were made out of in the pagan sorcery, magic. And these wands were believed that the sorcerers that possessed them could put people into trances and control them. This is part of, I mean, this is symbolic, but it's also important to understand that part of what Hollywood literally does is it puts people into trances. It's a dream state. They call it the dream machine in the United States. And it creates fantasies for people. It puts people into these sleep. Now, one of the things is interesting that in the part of what's done in movie theaters, in darkened rooms where people watch television, is literally a trance state that occurs. So what's called suspended state of disbelief. You enter into a state, you suspend your disbelief and enter into a state whereby you begin to believe what you internally realize is imagination. It's falsehood. Films are magic. It's just magic. You go and you watch these things and people get caught up in them. People cry during films. All this catharsis that takes place in these things. Many of the films, and this is an important element in the control mechanism, is literally allow people to go and have certain type of catharsis as a purging experience, which Aristotle talks about the necessary element. One of the necessary elements of tragedy is to create this cathartic experience. And this is why a lot of the films, especially also news and things like this is why news is very important in this culture. Everybody watches the news. They have this tragic, cathartic experience of watching the tragedies of others and then feeling safe and complacent in their own experience of this suspended state of illusory well-being. So these are very intricate and sophisticated methods. Now, I think it's dangerous, although there are elements, there's concerted efforts that take place, there's also a lot of people that have similar worldviews that aren't necessarily working together in concerted efforts. But the corporate elite is a very small group of people. They really are. It's not a large group of people, and these people definitely have very powerful agendas, and they're working towards them.
You know, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, magic. You want me to tell you the magic? The modern day magicians, in my opinion, the modern day magicians is the magic of the media. And don't think media is some nebulous, oh, the media is against us. What media? Who are you talking about? Media is people with agendas. Some people are ignorant, we give them that. Some don't know, we give them that. Others know exactly what they're doing. And they're trying to paint you with a broad brush as evil, wicked people, and they know that's not the case.
My name is Joey, I'm 24 years old. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm here to be an actor.
I want to sing. That's my main goal. I want to sing.
Open as many doors as possible, start from the bottom, working my way up.
I want to be an entertainment reporter on E! News.
If things go well out here for me, I'm thinking about staying out here.
Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous.
They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, television shows, amusement parks, drugs, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained, so that you don't get in the way of important people by doing too much thinking. You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it.